You might have recognized this basketball play, but it extends to all sports. For all officials in all sports deal with the issue of sportsmanship, where we're told that outstanding sportsmanship is paramount, or so the OSIP Foundation, our sponsor, says. But the problem is that not all coaches, players, and sometimes officials at all times get that memo. So we have here a coach whose team apparently loses its first game of the season, and he wants to scapegoat the officials because of it. And he bursts into the officials' locker room, which is really an office, after the game to berate the crew, which you're not supposed to do.
When you watch the film, you can record me. You can record me. When you watch the film, you'll be able to see how bad that game was officiated. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is you'll be able to see how poorly that game was called. That was poor. I know you disagree, but it was 12 points. It was 20. It had to be 20 to 5. That was awful.
Okay.
That was awful. You should have never been on that game.
Okay.
You're just not good enough to coach at this level, to rep at this level.
I work college, but okay. I work college, but okay.
College level, you've been repping at.
It's higher than this. It's higher than this.
It was terrible.
Okay.
I'm not being a I just want to tell him as a man to his face how bad that was. You caused that game. You took that from kids.
You can come rep with us, coach, if you like. Hey, we need reps. Come join our association, coach.
That game. I hope you feel good about yourself. That was awful.
Okay.
It was awful.
Okay.
This is not how you do this.
Nope.
You don't come into a room and berate us.
I'm not going to talk about substantive, what did he say, etc. I'm not going to talk about the NFHS Code of Ethics for coaches, which says that coaches should respect and support conscious officials and the lack thereof in this case. But what I am going to discuss is, as an official in any sport, if this happens to you, coach comes in after the game, what do you do? Let's break it down. Step 1. Everyone has the phone, record video. People are recording your games all the time. We hear how we're on camera on the field all the time. So in your sanctuary, in the official's room, if this happens, step 1 is to get your phone out, hit record, get to video mode, etc. Make sure that you are protected. Step 2, and as part of step 1, you are telling the coach that the coach is being recorded. Some states are one-party consent, some are two-party consent for video recording, even though it's a quasi-public area, especially in this situation because it's your area, not the coach's area, because it's designated as such. You still want to have it very clearly where they're not going to say, oh, you hidden cameraed me. That's a sneak attack. Coach does a fantastic favor here in California, a two-party consent state, by saying within the first second of the video, you can record this.
You can record me.
Fantastic. Step 2, tell the coach in no uncertain terms to leave the room. They're not allowed to be there. Get out. It's going to be on video. That's the most important reason that we do a step 2 for this, because the coach isn't going to listen. And this relates to step 3. The coach isn't going to say, oh, you're right, and then leave. But it's on camera that you don't want them there. Step 3, no matter what the coach says verbally, unless it's a criminal threat or something to that nature, don't respond. Silence cannot be misquoted. We don't want anyone accusing you, who views the video later on, of saying that you egged them on or aggravated the situation. And so even if the coach says, this level was too high for you, you're not good enough, don't respond saying, oh yeah, well I work a higher level than this. And so you don't need to do that. It's not going to help. We already talked about scapegoating, and when it comes to umpire and referee scapegoating, someone like this coach who's in the mindset of the scapegoater is not going to be rational or logical. It's not going to help things. It'll aggravate. It won't mitigate. So don't respond. Step number 4 is only if it gets to this situation where we do have a threat, or if the coach unwantedly shoves, touches, or punches you, call the police. Many states have specific protections against sports officials for assaults or batteries on sports officials. California, where this occurred, is one of them. The criminal code is 243.8. That is a battery on a sports official. And compared to 242, which is simple battery, 243.8 offers enhanced penalties, which are twice as severe as simple battery. Some states, again, have this. Some states don't. But either way, get the police involved if there is any criminal act that occurs on behalf of the coach. And again, your evidence is on film. You have the video. Step 4. If that was step 4, then we go to step 5. Maybe. Either way, you're filing your report with your association. You're telling your assigner, you're telling the conference in the state or the section or what have you. The governing body is going to find out about it. You're sending a report. You're sending the video as part of your report. That needs to be very clear. Because in order for this to work, the reason that we're not responding to the coach physically, or excuse me, not physically, never physically, we're not responding to the coach verbally in the heat of the moment, is because we're trusting the process is going to work. And for the process to work, the report needs to get sent with video to all of the people who the assigner, the association, etc., tell you to send it to. Because we're trusting them to do the right thing to take care of this. And then we have step 5 in our back pocket, in case it doesn't work that way, which is to send the video to someone else for it to get out onto the internet or the mass web or what have you. Brian Barlow at Offside does this. I'll do it if you want to send it to me. It's important to publicize and hold people accountable, because the only way that things change is with this publication. For instance, California's 243.8 I referenced, battery against a sports official. The only reason that happened is because of cases like this, and it kept piling up. So if we suppress it, we push it under the rug, it's not going to help. But if we actually publicize and get the word out that we need to fix this problem of sportsmanship, that's how change happens. Please visit us online at closecallsports.com. We have a whole series on umpire abuse. There's a label that's called Umpire Abuse on the site. Visit us on Twitter and Facebook at Umpire Ejections, or our sponsor, the OSIP Foundation, where outstanding sportsmanship is paramount. We'll see you on the site.